So, how's that drink, Ale?
Fantastic.
Why don't you call me and ask me if I want to drink? I can sure use a nice cup of.
Sure. Next time.
Next time.
Promise? Yeah. I don't pinky promise, but
come on, you son of a bitch! Give me a pinky promise.
Here we go. Let's go.
Okay. When he drinks
And
it, he'll
on
get
to the
you.
show.
He'll get you when he drinks it.
Yeah, we get
Maybe I'll think about it.
Put that pinky out a little bit more.
I like the Java Mocha frappes.
I don't know what a frappe is.
It is.
but
It's a frappuccino.
It's either this, coffee.
Next time. Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna go hillbilly
All right.
on you.
So I know. I know. That the city right now is on a downslide because of the Kansas City Chiefs, right? I know you're a big fan. Right? So can you guys? Does anybody have an explanation of what's going on with the Chiefs? What do you think? I mean, you're a sideline guy. You see what's going on.
I honestly think that they've got too many egos that are not clashing right now. The receivers aren't as good as they've had in the past. I
agree with that.
I think the receivers are not as good as what they've had, which is not making the passing game work as well. But also, you got to remember, we're on a whole different new play caller also that ain't,
so
call it what it's worth. But
do you think that what's the play caller's name?
Nagy.
Nagy, yeah. I mean, so you're thinking that he brought his own system, and since
I think any coordinator is going to have their own system. I just don't know how well. Everybody says that Nagy is Andy Reid's dude and everything because he's been with him for a while. But then again, I don't know how well. It always seemed that Mahomes and all them had a little bit more trust in the enemy.
Yeah.
So,
See, but like you said, that supposedly that's Mahomes' guy as well, Nagy.
Right.
So everything should have just slipped right in. I thought,
I think some of it is, you had the whole Chris Jones thing at the beginning that's holding out, and things like that. And then I seen something on Twitter so not Twitter, X. Seen something on it that Chris Jones had posted about something about this is what you're getting for your 37 million or whatever, some crap like that. So I think there's a little bit of animosity between the two. There's something about because he bought the O-line golf carts with their numbers all read out.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's always darkest before the dawn, comp.
Right.
So
I think they're going to be fine. If you expected them to win every game, I mean, they're having some. They're having issues. Drawbacks. They're gonna.
It's just I think with Mahomes, he did his thing for the last since he started. He's been on fire like the Magic Man. You would say, he's got everybody used to up at this high level.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not much of a Chiefs fan. I'll watch, but I think when Mahomes came in, he shocked the shit out of me, and I was like, "Wow, this guy's for real."
Same.
Well, but
same.
But he was new into the system. It's just like when we were all playing softball. I knew what you were going to do. At the same time, you knew that you were going to do it, and after you do it for a while, we know that he's going to come up and he's going to bunt it right over here.
Shh, Dale.
I'm just saying.
No, you're right. You're right. And that was my job.
So,
if Hyman was on first, I'm butting down.
So
right?
I mean, as long as it's, the last few years with him being new to the system, he was lighting it on fire. Now everybody's getting used to what he's calling and what he's doing and what he's used to doing. So they're going to adjust to that to where he can't do it.
So Mahomes is kind of like Willy Wonka. He had a lot of magic in his hat.
I think he's got a lot of
it's starting to dissolve a little bit.
Maybe.
I think and I have a feeling that he's hurt. I think he's hurt.
Oh,
I
think he hurt his ankle last game,
something. Yeah. As soon as the season's done, okay. And if they're in the playoffs,
feelings are hurt.
If they were to lose, okay, guess what? His elbow was jacked up all season long, or his neck, his back, his leg. Something's going to happen. I think it's the same thing with Hurts in Philadelphia. You know, he's not playing as well as he started because I think he's hurt as well.
That's his name.
That's it. And don't wear it out.
Well,
hey, Marcos, welcome to the show.
You play banged up, so
yeah, you have to.
So that's part of the game too. So
I think the league is caught up with Andy Reid as well.
Caught up. The guy's been in the league.
Well,
the guy's been a Chiefs.
Well, yeah, I understand, but I mean, everybody knows the system. Everybody sees it.
Everybody knows the system, but he's still the most winningest coach there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's
kind of like you just said. You knew what I was going to do. Yeah. I think they're starting to see that.
I think people are starting to see that, and I mean, and with
what about
Maggie? Nobody knows what the hell he's going to do.
What about Taylor Swift? You think is she in your way?
I think she ain't in my way. I think the commercials are in the way because every time you see a Chiefs game, there's
Mahomes and
4 commercials with Mahomes and Maato
and Marcos. Marcos is in those commercials as well. It's
Marcos' fault.
Yeah. So anyway, and then to see the fans leave the stadium in the third quarter, everybody was just leaving there. To me, it was just like, man, that's just, and everybody does that. Don't get me wrong. You know, any team, the fans just start to leave because they just.
Well, all of us,
shit. It's a shit show now.
All of us here been through the late '80s and '90s with the Chiefs, so I mean we've been with it. I mean there's kids that are in high school now that never knew the Royals to be terrible.
Right.
Never knew the Chiefs to be terrible.
Yeah.
And now both of them ain't looking like what they used to back from 15 and everything. And they're like, oh, God, what's going to happen? And we done lived through the worst league and worst records in leagues.
Yeah, we did. That's, yeah.
You know, Todd Blackledge, I'm just saying. You know,
I think he was underused. Anyway, thanks for coming, Dale. Show's over. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Ayo, thanks for participating in our Chiefs talk as well.
Thanks
your coffee's getting hot. I'm out. Don't you drink coffee. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. And let's welcome our guest for the evening, Mr. Dale Hurt.
Hello.
Dale, thanks for coming in, man. How you been?
Welcome, Dale.
Well, not bad. Just getting older like everybody else.
Yep.
Man, that's not a lie.
No comment.
Yep. Older, fatter.
Prettier.
You
still look good, Dale. You still look good. You still look good.
How's your health? Besides getting old, you doing?
I woke up this morning, so I mean,
there you go.
So that's a perfect answer.
Thing.
So you got to take care of yourself, man. We all got to take care of ourselves because in our class, it's like every year somebody is gone, right? Somebody.
Harmon, class of 89, Harmon High School, KZK.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen each other too, man. Keep in contact, but I honestly don't remember the last time we saw each other.
Text.
Did you go to the reunion? Harmon High?
No, I did not.
Okay, all right.
We had a
game.
We had football games.
Yeah,
missed a lot of stuff with. I mean, we actually start in June.
Sure.
You know, summer workouts and things like that at 5 a.m. It's great.
Man, I do not remember those, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I remember workouts in high school, but it wasn't 5 a.m. It was like I'm driving to Hodges' house at 7 and leaving my truck there, taking his truck, and going picking up everybody else over in Strawberry Hill or whatever.
Coach Hodges.
Yeah, to bring them back. So.
Yeah, you familiar with the show?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
you watch a little bit.
I watch it.
I appreciate that.
Get to see the lateness of people. You know,
right?
Coming in with their freaking Starbucks.
Yeah. Ever done a podcast?
No, have not.
No.
Have not.
I'm glad we're able to bust that cherry.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
That wasn't good.
First one.
Yeah. Anyway, this episode is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto: no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448. And ask for Joe Quinn.
Go ahead and click the notification bell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and follow us on all social platforms at The Big Modcast. If need to add anything, do here.
Yeah, don't read that part.
Okay, all right. That's
so, you know Joe Quinn?
Oh, yeah. You sound like we were back in high school.
Just read it. Yeah.
Real quick, nephew, can you hand me a tea, please?
So, Big Dale, real quick. we've already established you went to school at Mario, class of 1988, Harmon High School.
89. Another summer, get down.
And
sound of the
so about the
drummer.
same age as Mario.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we all can't be, Aquitas people.
no, you can't. Me and Lou, my brother, shout out to Lou, who is a good friend of Dale here.
Hump.
Oh, but yeah, me and you weren't close at all.
I just met him. I just met you. So you're, what do you want to go with first? Childhood? Played baseball with Lou, hardball.
You played with us too.
I was a year older, so I played on.
Oh, but
the
you got
one.
the every other year.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Yes.
Okay, so what we could actually first start off with, you grew up in Argentina.
Yep.
Right?
Grew up
KCK,
in
right?
Argentina.
Where about?
I was on 35th and Met,
Metropolitan.
right
Yep.
up
Yep.
street from Sonic.
Yep.
I could
Okay.
roll down the hill and hit Sonic. And
How
then-
many times did you do that?
Oh, several, several.
Yeah.
Roll right down the thing, roll right down there, and jump the post office fence and be at your house.
Right. Right.
You
Always
remember,
welcome.
You remember Mac's Little Banquet?
Oh yeah. I visited it quite frequently when we were kids.
That was actually our sponsor, Mike Cole.
Yep,
When
yep.
he had his thing. Yeah, we were Mac's Little Banquet.
Well, so you guys were Max Little Banquet until we all combined forces.
Right.
Because
And-
it was us as Pringle Auto Body, and then you guys had Max Little Banquet, and then we also had St. John Divine was sponsoring the team at the time,
Yep. Yep.
and then we all three combined together because we took it from Southern Wyco, which is now Turner Rec. Took it from there because the old man started it. And then, because he was at 3 and 2 for a while, got fed up with their stuff.
Okay.
Started Southern Wyco.
Your dad started that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
Then, and then by the time we were like 11, 12, we all had combined it in and made artsy activities, and separated from our St. John's, our Max Little Banquets. And
we're
stuff
Mac's
like
Little
that.
Banquet, North Pharmacy. I think North Pharmacy was their last one.
Because then I don't know on your odd year. I know on your
I remember playing with you
Yes.
and Lou. I remember playing just the Colonels.
I
was at the
with
Colonels.
Spanky.
Yeah.
But AO was older.
I was
Yeah.
older.
Yeah, he
I
had
played
a
with.
year or two older than us.
Yeah,
Were you
reliable
2
concrete.
or 1?
Well, I'm 54 right now,
And
so I was probably
I
2
just-
or 1.5.
So
2.
I'm 53.
Yeah, so-
I mean, so maybe we didn't hit. Maybe we didn't actually hit
Right.
hit it.
Yeah.
I think for a couple tournaments we may have. Just,
Jason.
Yeah, maybe in the tournaments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My cousin Jason is who you played with
Yeah.
Lou. So yeah. But yeah, no, there was a lot of
So yeah,
baseball going on.
Yeah, once we
Tournament-wise.
once we all kind of combined together as everybody. I mean, I got pictures where me, you,
Lou.
Jaime was in it, Lou was in it.
Jaime. Wow. Okay.
Because then
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, and then Jerry was one of them. I think Jerry was another one that was every other year,
Right, yeah.
because he's a year older than us. And then by the time we did that, we always went back and forth between arch scene activities to Colonels, then arch scene activities, and then
Yeah.
we just kind of stair stepped it the whole way.
You guys wore the same colors, right? It was
Yep.
the green and the gold.
Yep. The Oakland A.
Yep.
Yeah. What was that story you were telling me earlier before?
Oh yeah.
While we were waiting for him to get his coffee.
Yeah, while he was somebody had to go get Starbucks or something, but I'll stick with the QT.
Not an official sponsor yet.
So,
Norris Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Norris.
Liquid Death is on their way somewhere. We're going to get that shit done.
So Mario had called earlier and said, "Hey, you want to do the show?" Yeah, that's cool.
Like this morning, 8 a.m. this morning.
Tell him, Dale. Yeah.
It was a while. So this morning I get up, take my daughter to the airport, and I'm get back and walking around the house. I'm going, God dang, I need to. So I was looking for. I still have the old green A's jersey that we wore.
Okay.
So I was looking for it.
Because he was going to wear it.
Yeah, it's a medium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So was looking for it, couldn't find it, yelling at my wife, whatever,
Right.
Blame her.
So then I start looking out and trying to find the. Remember back 91, 92 when Wowie had the men's slow pitch league.
Oh, at the Nest. That was Lou. Lou's team was in that.
I still got the jersey somewhere.
That's Lou. Lou, and he had a bunch of other guys. Yeah. You were on his team, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was Lou's team. Yeah, yeah.
And then we had the Orpez's A's, so we went
right.
From
Lou's. Yeah.
So
you guys had. Were you on that team as well?
No, Lewis
had that team.
You played every now and then.
Yeah, but they needed help, or if I was available, yeah. But Lou pretty much managed that. As far as I know, we got all the guys together, all those buddies.
Yeah, and then he had Tony Rod print up the shirts.
Yes,
because I think that's honestly, I think within the first few years when Tony Rod started printing stuff out of the house.
Wow. Okay, that was a while ago.
I think.
Shout out Tony Rod T-shirts. Okay.
Yeah. Is he where he lives right here down in Turner, right?
As far as I know.
Right, is that the spot that he's been living
so,
forever?
yeah.
Works out of his house.
I think so.
Okay, yeah, I've been there a few times. He printed out some shirts for us back in 2014.
Great guy. Yeah. But no, you guys had quite a squad over there. I think you guys, always in contention, first, second?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys had some bashers, slow pitch.
And then, we had folks that could bash, and then you had Leonard, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, who could run like, God. He was fast. He was really fast. Yes. Yeah, we played a tournament, fast pitch tournament. Probably his last time he ever played fast pitch. This was with me and Ace. Shout out to Ace.
What team was this?
We were the A's. We were the Kansas City A's.
You just couldn't get away from the A's. And the A's is always.
So we were green and white. That was my team. That was my team.
We started that shit when we were like 11, 12, and it just hung.
And we played a tournament.
Argentine A's?
No, we were just Kansas City A's.
Just Kansas City A's. Okay, sorry.
And Ace was on the team, and we played, and we got up to the championship, and Jimmy Johnson, they knew he was going to bunt every time, and he bunted every time and got on base.
And slow pitch.
No, this is fast pitch.
Oh, fast pitch.
Fast pitch. Sorry. This is my only time I had a team.
Okay.
And he bunted every time, and then we got to the championship. We from the losers bracket, and he was like, why don't we just let them have first place? And I was like, what? He was like, we're done. Let's just be done. I'm tired. And I'm like, we fought all the way to get to first place.
Yeah.
We're in the championship. Yeah. And we're here. Let's just let him have it. It was like,
why? He was just tired. He was ready to go.
Yeah, he was tired. That was it. Everybody else was tired too, but he was the only one who said, but that guy got on base every time with a bunt, and they knew he was going to bunt. They played him to bunt.
Even when they would come in close.
They're 10 feet from him.
And he would still get still had the speed, and it was just amazing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was one of the fastest dudes I know.
And I think sometimes he actually swung at the ball and still bunted it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. Dale, you ever go back down to the hood down in Argentina?
Yeah, we're down there. I mean, not all the time, but we go
through.
Go back down, pass through. The kids are with us or whatever. We'll go back down.
Take the wife, the girls.
Hey, here's the house. Because like when me and my wife first got married, we were just up on top of the hill across from Big Q.
Okay.
So we'll drop back down there and drive by the old house, drive by Grandma's house.
Yeah.
Hey,
I still do that.
This used to be this. This used to be this. Oh,
this used to be
a quarter market. Now it's nothing. It's not even a building there anymore.
This used to be Safeway. This used to be TG&Y.
Yeah. This used to be Cecil's, but it ain't there no more.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Richie's is still down there.
But it is now. It's not Richie's anymore.
It's now not. Now they named it something.
Yeah,
else.
it's a little restaurant.
Different.
Yeah.
So
times are changing, Dale.
Can't
have Finkelmeyer Bakery.
When Center Sports used to be in the corner.
Yeah.
Yep. And now they're at 119th and Flum or something.
And I don't even think they're there anymore. I don't think Center Sporting Goods is around.
I think they're. Are they? Yeah, I think he's still over there off of 119th and Flum, just back in the corner, like what he was down there. I mean,
it's been a few years.
I thought he was off of college because I remember. Hell,
it may have been college.
Because back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, when I was playing basketball down at Argentine, and that's who I was still going through. Yeah. Same guy.
Yeah.
And, and he knew my uncle Ralph Pacheco.
Yep.
He remembered him from back in Argentine.
Yep.
and he was still making jerseys and printing up stuff like that for us there.
Yep.
So yeah, so I don't know if they're still there. Honestly, we'd have to check that.
Is Varsity Sports still open? That was over off Parallel.
You know what? I think they are over there right by who's the company that makes the Dot shirts? Is that Varsity?
Yeah, that's Varsity.
Okay, yeah, they're still there. Yeah, because we used to go there and buy all of our equipment, and whatnot, shirts and stuff like that. Speaking of the old child, you ever step into Harmon? That hawk is going to be flying around again. You know that, right?
I'm not saying the word. I'm not saying it. It was like 800 times.
Been back there, like not recently, but so when I first got back into coaching wrestling, I started at Olathe East, or not Olathe East. Geez, that's where my daughter's at. Cheyenne Mission East.
Were you really?
So I was doing wrestling there, and when we're making up the schedule, got a call from Zach Davies, which is Mr. Davies' son.
Really?
So he called me. He's like, "Hey, we're looking for teams to bring their JV and freshmen to the tournament. It's named after Hodges and everything else." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm there."
Yeah. That's cool.
So we took them back. We take them back there and go to the tournament. We
Cheyenne Mission East to Harmon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then because the funny thing is the Cheyenne Mission East kids and the Harmon kids are the exact same.
They are the exact same.
Here's the thing. Neither one of them have been out of their own square.
Ah, okay.
Okay. The Cheyenne Mission East kids hadn't been off of Mission Road for God knows how long, and take them over to Harmon. They're like, "Where are we going?"
Right. I think my kids had it. I think I took Marcos. I don't know if you remember Marcos, when I took you and Maud and I don't know, maybe your cousins. We all went to a Harmon basketball game. And you guys were all like, "Oh my God, what are we in?" Because it was just loud and it was crazy.
Did you take them to? Did you take them to the Wyandotte game though?
I think we did. I think we did.
Were you in the dungeon there?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? But what's cool about the dungeon at Wyandotte, it's almost the same as Shawnee Mission North's gym, And we were kind of hoping this season. My daughter plays basketball. We knew Wyandotte and Harmon are on our schedule, and it just happened to be that Wyandotte come to Shawnee Mission North. I was hoping my daughter was going to get to play at Wyandotte, being that her mom played there all 4 years.
So we
shout out to Sandy.
So we for football, I've been at DeSoto doing football since 16. Just an assistant coach, but whenever we travel, we have, like when we traveled in high school, you put your shirt in your pads in your shirt, put your helmet in there, you got on the bus, you had your t-shirt on and pants. Yeah, no.
What's the difference now?
We travel with 3 buses. Damn. Everything's in a bag.
All right.
The equipment, I drive the equipment truck, so all the equipment that we need for a away game is in my truck. I'm driving 30 minutes ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
Get there, start unloading. That way when they come out, they grab their bags, go to the locker room, then we're all setting up the sidelines. Well, we had a game that we played Wyandotte at Wyandotte.
Okay.
And
was artificial turf down already, or is it still grass?
No, it's still grass.
Okay.
Was it really grass? Was it dirt?
It was weed. Weed. And not
the kind you smoke.
Yeah, not smoking weed.
Okay.
So we end up leaving, and the guy that usually rides with me, he's like, "Okay, here, you're driving." I'm like, "Why am I driving?" He goes, "Because number one, you still got your dot card.
You're always going to have that card."
Yeah. He's like, "And I have no clue where in the hell we're going." All right, whatever, because we're going from DeSoto.
Yeah.
So you say 3 buses? So one is for equipment.
No, that's a separate truck.
So it's 4 vehicles.
Yes, 4 vehicles.
How many players you got?
This year we had 130.
So you're moving 130 players plus your equipment truck to every away game.
Yeah.
Wow, that ain't cheap.
And then we're feeding every Friday night. We feed the 130.
Can you carry 130 players, or is it cheerleaders and?
No, it's no cheerleaders.
It's all players.
They're all players. we take our freshmen, but we don't suit them.
I was gonna say, you don't suit them
because we want them to
experience it.
We want them to experience a varsity game because,
and that's a way to scare them. You take them to Wyandotte, I think they're not gonna play football next year.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is, we pull up to Wyandotte, and like the coaching staff. I mean, we got guys from out west. We got guys from Central Kansas, and none of them are like inner city,
right?
Acquainted with the inner with the inner city folk.
So
how many coaches do you have versus them? Same amount.
We had like this year we have 12.
So you got like coaches. A tight end coach.
We have a tight end coach, receivers coach, quarterback coach,
life coach.
All the coaches.
Right.
O-line, D-line.
Right. And then they have probably close to the same number.
I think Wyandotte had 9.
Okay.
So I mean it's
not bad. It's not 4.
I mean, but here's the thing: we went and played them.
What'd you guys do? What'd you do to Wyandotte?
We
destroyed them.
Yeah, but we only played our starters like first 2 series.
Oh wow!
And then after that, it was a JV, and then
really
we usually suit up 6 freshmen of each varsity game. And if we get them in, we'll get them in. If not, then you get the suit up and got to experience it. So I mean, yeah, we. I think last time we played Wyandotte, it happened to be like 70-7 or something.
Right.
But I mean, and it was playing our JV guys.
Sure.
We played. I mean, we scored 2 touchdowns with the varsity guys. And we're like, okay, you're done. Mm-hmm. You know.
And so if I'm right, you're
probably not
going all the way back to 2018. You've pretty much overall. Except for 2021, 22, you were 6-5, but everything else you were like 8-3, 8-2, 9-2, 10-1. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they've Coach King's turned that. I mean, his first year as the head coach was 2013.
Okay,
they were 0-9.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and then
what do you do? What do you do to change around? Because I can make a couple notes for the Chiefs this year.
Yeah, we got a couple new coaches in, basically finally started getting people to buy into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you show up in 16.
Yeah, I showed up in 16.
As what kind of coach? I know you said you're assistant coach.
In 16, I was O-line and freshman.
Okay.
You know, and mine, they were looking for somebody, and they're like, I was already coaching wrestling. Mm-hmm. And they're like, hey, you want to coach football? And I'm like,
hell yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that worked for me. I said, but I mean, don't put me with running backs. I'm not a running back.
I see.
You know.
So going back with your history, I'm assuming in high school you played. Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Were there any middle school? When did you start playing to get the experience to know the O line?
I started playing football in my 2nd grade.
Okay, for like a men's team. Because you were probably 5'8".
Me and Bitt played together.
I see.
Damn.
So 2nd grade.
Started in 2nd
like a Pee Wee league.
Playing just through. I think it was the Southwest or Southern Wyandotte County Football Association.
Okay.
Part of it.
So here's what I knew nothing about football leagues growing up because my mom and dad didn't know either, right? So I'm guessing your dad knew about
the football league that we had. It was basically based out of Turner.
Right.
Okay.
I had no idea. All the games were played up at
Schwartz.
No, not
Turner.
Klopper.
Schwartz, no. What is it? Muncie that was.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So
right off of Riverview.
Muncie, Oak Grove.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. When you're getting on 32, right where the crossover is, they used to sit up there on the corner. I think that one was Muncie.
Because I don't
a
know
lot
about
of in the park home runs there.
I'm sure you do.
You hit it in the gap, and it's going on the other field.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause the 2 fields face
you had the
each
2
other.
fields. Yeah, so that was perfect. Outfielders running across each other.
So, yeah, because you went to, what was your grade school you went to? Your middle school?
I went Stanley.
Okay, so I don't know about the public
old
schools.
Stanley.
Yeah, the old. Well, the old.
Because now it's called New Stanley.
Because now it's the new Stanley, but it's like 30 years old.
It
but it's still the new Stanley.
It was the old Stanley when my dad went there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So in public school, well, for our Catholic school, football started 5th grade.
Right.
It was 5th and 6th, and then 7th and 8th. Yeah. So we had no organized football before 5th grade.
Yeah, no, we had it was basically what would be similar to club and rec.
Right.
Now.
But you started in 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Tackle?
That's
no, it's flag.
It's flag.
Okay.
Football.
And then
it's flag up. It was flag up until 5th.
Okay.
And then 5th grade started tackle.
Okay. But you had experience 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade in organized, setting up plays. I had no idea.
Okay, so back then, do you remember? Do you remember playing in that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you run the ball? Were you the quarterback?
No,
You were just on the line. Just you were the center?
I was the center.
Were you always the big kid?
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I was the, and then even today, people ask me, well, where'd you go to high school? Went to Harmon. Well, how'd you go to Harmon?
Yeah.
Because I lived there.
I lived in the neighborhood. Yeah.
That's, and I show them pictures. I bet you can't pick which one I am.
Right.
I'm the big white guy in the back.
Yeah. Man, do it. Speaking of that, you have a lot
of big white dude.
Yeah, you have a lot of high school memories as far as coaching already.
Yeah.
Coaching. I mean, what about your memories from when you played, and how well were the teams back then?
What was your position?
Your freshman year.
Were you center?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I just thought of something, Dale. Shit, this is awesome. So when we played Rosedale,
he's going to go middle school.
Yes, I have to go back to middle school. When we played Rosedale,
I was the center.
You were the center, right? And we did a tailback pass. I remember this. It was a tailback pass. So they threw me in the backfield. Jason Roller, swings around. Pitches,
quarterback Jason Roller?
He pitches it to me, and my job was just throw it down the field, right?
Uh-huh.
I kept it because the rush was on. Because we had these Rosedale kids, right? We ended up playing with at Harmon. And it was the only touchdown we scored in that game. It was probably about maybe 45, 50 yards. I mean, I ran for a long time,
Because
Dale.
you look back and seen everybody else is chasing your ass.
Yeah, right. And I like throwing this in Beans' face. Anthony Sanchez, shout out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was the only one that scored on you guys. Yeah, you guys were chasing me, but you couldn't catch me. Scored a touchdown. The first guy that welcomes me in the end zone was Dale. And I jumped on Dale, and I was like, how the hell? I think you beat me down to the end zone. But it was just a crazy, and I'll always remember that.
Hit and move on.
I'll always remember that. Yeah, ran all the way down, and I scored. I was so happy, and Dale was the first one I saw down there. I gave him a hug. I'm like, yeah, we're in this game, Dale. Shit, we got beat like 60-6. I think it was. It was an ass whooping.
I think Donaldson and Vanderwell only gave us 2 plays. I think our whole playbook was 2 plays.
Wow.
And that's it.
8th grade, 7th grade?
8th grade.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't. Well, of course, both you guys know my dad.
Yeah.
Going into our 6th grade year in middle school at Argentine, Dad goes up there and he's like, "You guys gotta let some of these younger kids play. You have to, because you don't have enough players." And so he was petitioning for that, but what he was really petitioning for was they didn't have enough quality players,
right,
to do anything.
Yeah.
So like he pushed for that to try to get us as 6th graders playing 7th grade football, and they wasn't having nothing to do with it. So then 7th grade year came, and we pretty much dominated middle school sports to a point.
In 7th.
In 7th grade, because
I remember playing basketball in 7th grade. We had a pretty good team.
Yeah, because we were. It didn't matter who you were or what you were. We all grown up in the same neighborhood,
right?
And we're freaking sandlotting it every Friday and Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
Either basketball over at Stanley or football, baseball down in Clopper or whatever it happened to be.
You play football, that street football when we used to play at Ruby Park?
Oh yeah.
There, or Pezas.
Yeah,
and,
we'd be up there playing. I mean,
Turkey Bowl.
Up at Ruby playing tackle.
Right, yeah.
And
we did that.
come home broken arm, everything.
I know. Concussions galore. Man, I had so many, dude.
Oh, back then it wasn't concussion. It was just,
what was it called?
Got your bell rung. That was it.
Perfect. All the time, man. All the time. I got knocked out up at Harmon. There's that Hawk again.
We had one. I mean, let's fast forward a little bit into. Right. So, myself, Joe Quinn,
shout out
Pennington,
AP.
Jason,
yeah, and Aaron,
okay.
Yeah.
Bobke, Turley. Some of some
Adam
of us.
Turley.
So he's actually reading the lineup, Piper's lineup right now.
The White Demons.
The White Demons.
Yes,
Wow.
So we all got together, and like JP has this freaking brilliant idea. Hey, there's a football tournament over here in Missouri. Let's go play.
What kind of football tournament?
Oh,
like flag?
Well, that's what we were thinking.
Okay.
But when we got there, it was like 7-on-7 tackle football.
Oh no!
Jeez.
And you were playing on basically damn near concrete. Yeah. So JP was the quarterback. Don't ask me why. Why do you want a 250-pound quarterback?
So he doesn't get
thought
hurt.
he was Dante Culpepper.
Yeah. So I mean, we're up there playing, and my job was one thing: snap the ball, turn around, hold him up, post him up, just like I'm playing basketball.
Right. Yeah.
And if I'm open, he can dump it right there, and we'll.
Okay.
We'll get a few yards here and there.
Come tackle me. Go ahead, please.
Right.
You know, back in my younger days.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when I was only 230.
Right.
You know,
compared to 240.
270.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
240. Yeah, that's right.
A couple pounds off.
Yeah, so we went and did that.
How many teams playing in this tournament?
I think there was 14.
Okay.
What year was this?
Shit, this is like
This was when you guys were playing softball.
Yeah. This is
So
like
90s?
This is 96, 97 maybe.
Yeah, I think it was still doable.
All right. So you're still pretty young.
Yeah, still.
We were in our 30s.
Still halfway young.
Maybe.
You know,
Right.
old enough to know better, but still dumb enough to do it.
We all had jobs and you know, it's just shit.
So, but yeah, we went out there, and I think I caught one ball.
That's crazy.
This little kid about the size of Jimmy Johnson just takes my legs
4
out
foot
from
2.
underneath me. Yeah, 4'2", little, you know.
They just took you out.
Takes the legs out, and I plow the back of my head on a freaking boulder. We played the rest of the whole tournament for 6 hours, whatever. Don't remember a single play.
Jeez.
Don't remember at all.
Damn. Sorry I laughed. Yeah.
Got your bell rung.
We got back to the cars, and I'm like, all right, when's the next game? They're like, we're done, dude.
Yeah.
We've already played 4 games.
I've had a concussion like that to where they woke me up. Beginning of the game, street football, beginning of the game, Lance Bobke slammed me. He
Shout out Lance.
Yeah, he grabbed my jersey, wrapped me around, and bam, hit the concrete. Playing up at Harmon Stadium, and got knocked out. Woke up and said, "All right, I think I'm good. I think I'm ready." And they're like, "Dude, we're done.
We're done.
We just got done. We just played 3 hours of football." It's like, and I slept the whole time. That explains a lot.
I don't know. I think maybe you showed up once or twice. You may have showed up more. You remember going up to the Hollow and playing baseball right there across the street from Brockman's house?
Yes.
Down there in the little hollow, hit it, and his dad would just get so pissed off because we'd break a window or something.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do
Broxman.
remember that. I think once or twice I played up there.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun because everybody wanted to play and everybody wanted to win, and it was pretty competitive. Yeah, so I almost forgot about it too. But yeah, and then Daryl's dad would be hot. Mrs. Broxman was the best.
We used to play. I remember playing baseball behind Jimmy Johnson's house. He lived right off of Metropolitan.
Oh, when he was down off of 14th.
Yeah, in that area.
Yeah, I remember that.
We used to play baseball because I remember. Shout out to the Delgados. They used to play with us.
Everett then moved in the grandma's house down where you guys were.
Right, but right across from Clopper Field.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I asked you a question about high school and we ended up going the wrong way. So, do you have a high school when you played football in high school? Do you have a great memory from there? Do you recall one?
They're all great.
They're all good. Yeah.
You were center.
Yeah.
In high school.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And who was your quarterback all those 4 years?
How many men did have their ass or have their hands in your ass?
That's nice.
5 in high school.
Then the quarterback.
Yeah. Well, so yeah. Hey, look, Mom, no hands.
Yeah, you had
Well, we had Anthony
Sanchez.
Let's go backwards. Had Anthony.
Okay. Shout out Beans.
Then before that we had Birdsong.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course me and Art both were center, so
Art Vargas
was center also.
Okay.
Of course he was 2 years older than me.
Right.
So let's see who else.
Was
Beans was with me the most because we were same year.
Yeah.
So like freshman on up.
That's right.
But Blazovic.
Blazovic. No, Landis wasn't.
Landis played for a year, I think. Okay. And then
what about wasn't the brothers? Shit, never mind. I can't remember. Oh, Taylor, and one of the Taylor brothers. None of them were
Brian.
Oh, Brian. Yeah. Brian. I think.
Was one of them a quarterback as well?
Was it Brian or John?
One of them. I think one of them was a kicker.
I think Brian was a quarterback, and I think John may have been a kicker. I'm not sure. But then again, like I said,
yeah,
those guys were seniors my sophomore year. So
it all mixed into me.
Yeah, my sophomore year, there was only 3 of us that really
played a lot.
Played varsity time.
You, James King.
James 4 of us. Me, Benny,
Curtis.
Yeah, James, King, and Winston.
Taylor. That's right. Yeah.
So
that's cool. You seen those guys in a while?
Yeah, I haven't seen Winston for a while. I don't think he's on Facebook too much.
No, I saw him last before it was last winter. So the last time I saw him.
I've seen Beans a couple of times, just like over at the Shawnee art fair and stuff like that, walking around with the kids.
Yeah, he just celebrated a birthday.
Yeah,
he's old too.
So you take that knowledge from playing on the O line in high school, college, and then. Where'd you go to college?
I went to Coffeyville.
For how long? All 4?
I know. I was there for it's 2-year junior college.
Okay.
So I was there. I actually did everything backwards. Then, so Marco, if you're listening, I know you're probably already done. I did all my shit backwards.
Did you?
So
it's all right.
Because I went to Coffeyville to play football. That's all I was there to do. So I stayed there for a year.
Okay.
And then came back home.
Right.
And then went back down that way and ended up at Independence Community College playing baseball.
Oh, okay. You're playing baseball too. You're like a Bo Jackson, Dale.
Yeah, played there, then got done.
Finished.
Came back. No, didn't finish anything.
Okay.
Like I said, was there to do one thing, and that was the sport.
Sure.
Didn't go to classes. Didn't do anything else.
Dang, Dale, I didn't know that. Okay.
So basically, let them pay for me to not get an education.
Right. Okay. All right.
And
then became a teacher with no degree.
Okay. Then became a teacher.
Nice.
When I had to go back in and pay for everything on my damn own dime.
Oh, yeah. We've all done that. And where'd you go to school to get the teaching degree?
UMKC.
Oh, okay.
So
go Roos.
What was it? Who?
Roos.
Oh,
go
Roos.
Yep.
Did you know you were going to get into education? I mean, like.
Yeah. How'd you know you wanted to teach?
Yeah.
Well,
as much as back then you used to say you used to hate teachers.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding out there.
Most of them.
Yeah.
I basically decided that I wanted to get into education. I was working in Shine Mission as a custodian.
Okay. Okay.
I was a head custodian at Chris McAuliffe.
Like Goodwill Hunting, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and it sounds weird, but it's kind of a similar story.
Yeah.
Because
you're a genius.
Starting to remind me of him.
Go around. Yeah. A lot better looking though.
Yeah, you are.
Go around.
You're a handsome man.
Open doors. Get everything set up for when the teachers come in and everything. And then I had a counselor coming through. The kids were coming in, sitting in the cafeteria. Some of them doing homework. Some of them not. Nobody's in there. One kid's like, "Hey, I need some help with my math."
To you?
Yeah, and I'm like, "All right,
You sweep. I'll take care of your problems. Is that how it works?
It's kind of like the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I'm like, here, this
that one kid Brian.
Let's figure it out. Look, 2 + 2. What is it? You know, whatever the hell that thing is. And the gal comes in and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, helping him with his homework.
Right.
Like the kid asked, so I'm not going to just sit there and go, "Oh, I got to sweep the freaking floor."
Right.
You know, so I helped him. So she didn't say nothing. She just kind of stubbed her nose and walked on. Next day, same kid asking me again, "Hey, can you help me with it?" "Yeah, okay, let's sit here and figure it out." Yeah. "Okay, what do we do here? What do you do here? You know, carry this. What do you do here?" You know?
Right.
She comes in, she's like, "Well, you're not supposed to do that." "Well, why ain't I supposed to do it?" He asked me. Like,
because you're supposed to pick up that trash.
Because you're a custodian.
Right. You're not a teacher. You're not a student here. You're like, Will Hunting.
You're not a teacher. You're a custodian. Damon.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, that's cool. So basically, it was kind of a big fu to this gal.
Oh, okay.
For me to go back in. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So when I decided to go back in, like I was saying, I totally did everything ass backwards.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I waited to get my degree until I was married and had 2 kids.
Made it easy, huh?
Yeah. Made it easy. You know,
schedule.
Quit my job completely.
Did you really?
Yeah, quit it completely.
And then just jumped into school.
Jumped into school
full time.
So I was the 24-year-old taking classes with 17-year-old kids.
Yeah.
On a normal, educational basis.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
and
good for you, Dale.
Finished in 4 years.
Yep. Well, end up finishing in 3.
Okay.
So
all right.
And then, so you've been teaching 6th grade.
I'm doing 6th grade now. Before that, I was doing PE and health.
Okay.
So this job came up that I'm at now doing.
Did you wear your shorts like Mr. Davies?
No.
Oh wow.
That would have been dope. You wear the polo
pull
shirt.
Pull them up to your chin.
Pull them up. Yeah. Pull them up underneath the nips.
No,
and then
not a good visual.
Had the ball sack hanging out.
Not good language. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, you know, Mom ain't watching it.
Yeah, she might. She knows you're on here. She might.
Have you thought about going back to elementary or high school teaching? Would you like to do that? What if the high school offered you a position in the school?
Harmon?
In that way.
You talking Harmon?
No, I'm talking about DeSoto in the high school.
Right.
And then you can, of course, continue your coaching and whatnot. But PE?
I mean, right now,
You're good with 6th grade?
I am at a spot right now to where the high school, I can throw a softball to it and hit the high school.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just not too far. So.
And I still get my time during football, wrestling.
So you're comfortable where you're at, right?
Yeah.
No, that's good.
I think 6th grade might be a little easier than some high schoolers when it comes to students or teaching.
Yeah, because 6th grade, you know, they're still they still like you.
Give you a little more respect.
To a point.
Just a little.
To what? I mean, they're still like my class is a new. So my class is called Pathways.
Right.
And people ask me, they're like, "Well, what the hell's a Pathways class?"
Right.
And I'm like, "Well, you tell me, and we'll both know." No. It's basically a life experience class. We look at different jobs. We got a program that goes through that. Like, okay, hey, if you want to be a
plumber,
a plumber,
doctor,
what kind of school you got to go to? Mm-hmm. How rare is the job?
Yeah.
You know, how easy is it to get the job?
Whatever school Super Mario went to. He was a plumber, you know that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
do you also give them tests, to have them test to figure out what they might fit in based off of their answers?
The program that we have, they end up doing there's a personality test,
right.
There's a likes test. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different little. I don't like really calling them tests. I mean, they're It's like I tell the kids, if you answer it honestly, then it'll match you up with a job that you will probably want to do.
Right.
You know,
you might be best suited for.
Yeah. If you just go through it and half-ass it and
make a design,
and make whatever. You
sure.
know, if you want to be an artist, you're going to answer it in an artsy way.
Sure,
or whatever.
sure.
You know?
What does that mean? But yes,
that means go to Starbucks, get you a coffee.
Yeah.
For myself only. Yes. Yes.
Hey, you have made my classroom a couple of times, just so you know that too.
How's that? I made it.
Oh yes, like I'll throw you up on the screen.
Me or the artwork?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all right.
like when Kelsey came into
Congratulations!
your spot over
You need to go to his school and talk.
Yeah.
To the kids
Yeah, we
a little
tried.
bit.
We tried to link that up. So hold on.
Guess what? I'm doing it again this year. So
all right, we can chat. So did your classmates say, "Hey, you know him?"
Yeah.
And then they didn't believe you.
Yeah.
Maybe do a live painting while you're at it.
So
How'd that come about?
what's that?
About showing them them in your class.
So I was just like going through things. And I think you guys made it on too last year. It's like I threw a picture of, but like I didn't like push play because I didn't like go through and watch the whole thing to see, Joe Quinn up here. Oh fuck that! That kind of probably.
Right, you gotta keep it clean.
Probably wouldn't be too great.
Right.
But no, like
if I go, my sponsor's coming with me, so we'll be ready, Joe.
Right.
Well, I started it last year, and I do what I call a career counseling.
Okay.
And I just start calling people, and I'm like, hey, can you come in a class? It doesn't have to be all day. It can be one class. It could be whatever. Come in and talk to the class about the job that you do, or the extra job that you do. Because like doing this isn't the only job that you have.
Correct. Yeah.
So like you could be hell, I've talked to the trash guy on my route, and I'm like, hey, come in and talk to the kids. So I kind of range it out. I've had a couple of doctors come in. They're mostly people that I know.
Sure.
Please tell me Steve Pendleton was one.
I got
Pendo.
Steve to come in.
Yeah. Which I want him
Free
to come
cleanings,
in here
free
too.
dentist cleanings,
So,
free teeth cleanings to everybody for free.
Here's a toothbrush. Here's some dental floss.
Oh, we can call Steve up right now. We can get him online.
This is your time, Dale. If you want
like
to,
that.
man, we can do that.
No, I'm saving you, Steve.
But yeah, no. So started it last year.
I do need that number. I'll get that number from you after the show.
Started it last year, and we're just like trying to get people come in to talk about the different jobs and have a slate of different jobs for the kids. You know that.
Sure.
Buddy of mine, that's kid I had over at Broken Arrow when I was there. Called him up, and I'm like, hey, can you come in? He's like, yeah. So he comes walking in. I mean, I learned something totally that I didn't even know about him. He comes walking in a Harlem Globetrotters outfit.
Yeah.
I'm like, Woody, what the hell are you doing? He goes, oh, you didn't know I was on the Harlem Globetrotters Legends, did you?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So, I mean, like, he like travels as a Harlem Globetrotter.
That's
right
cool.
on. And I'm like, oh, I just want you to come in and talk about home field or whatever,
Yeah, whatever you're doing, yeah.
Right. Well, at the time, it was Hy-Vee Arena because that's what he was running, the Hy-Vee Arena.
Ah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, no, that seems like it's pretty informational to the young sixth graders.
And then they get to ask questions. I mean.
Yeah. Let's get.
And I tell everybody, hey, don't be surprised. They're going to ask you how much you make.
Sure.
They're going to ask you what you do.
Sure.
Because that's
what it's all about.
That's their sixth grade mind.
Right.
Because half of them are like, half the boys right now, like, oh, well, I'm going to be in the NFL. I'm like, no, you're not.
At least you're honest.
Thank you, Mr. Hurt. Hurt him while you're at it.
Yeah. Grab a broom.
That's why they call him the Hurt
Grab
man.
a broom.
And I'll be like, all right, great. You want to be in there? What's your backup plan?
Right.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah. You're not going to do that either. You got a third option. Yeah, just keep going. Let me help you out here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Now, if a head coaching job come up at another school, would you take it?
I can answer that one. No.
No, you wouldn't?
Because it's already happened. So
it's a lot of work.
Who asked you?
I'm like, nah.
Who? What?
That's a lot of work.
I could have went over to Northwest as a head wrestling coach.
Really?
But I'm like, I would, and Angelo, of course, he's the AD that's at Shine Mission Northwest.
Okay.
He was in high school, so I mean, this is why I like that you do the show, because everything regurgitates.
Yeah, everything comes through.
Everything comes full circle.
Okay.
So Angelo Giacaloni's the AD at Northwest. Back in the day when we were playing, he was the football coach at Turner. So we know each other from then. He hated me in high school. Now we get along fine.
Sure.
You know?
But that's still in the back of your head, right?
Yeah.
It's still back there.
I mean, he's great. He's a great guy. Back then, hated his guts, but I mean, he's a great guy. So, so I could have went there several years ago, and I'm like, he's like, I got a head spot here, and if I get a head spot, I still got an assistant spot. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can't leave the guys that I'm working with. The guys that I'm working with are aces.
So you put out some pretty good work. I mean, you guys, your wrestling team. I mean, I can tell your football team's great. Yeah. But the wrestling team's pretty good. We're talking a lot of them going to state. A lot of them getting championships. What are they doing over there?
So we like 2 years ago, I stopped doing the high school wrestling at the high school.
Okay.
This will be my second year now. I'm still doing middle school. My last year we had 9 qualify for state.
Wow.
Which, like I say, I've been in 14, 15, I was at East, and then I went from East straight to DeSoto as an assistant coach there. And during my time there, we normally take 4 to state. My last year as head coach, we took 9. Kind of getting the girls program kind of come up also. So, I mean.
So before you started there, what was their program like?
The DeSoto High School's had 1 state champion.
Okay.
In wrestling, and that's it.
How long ago?
That was
years back.
That was in like 92.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
So
that's pretty good.
Maybe a little bit 93, 94, somewhere in there.
Sure.
I can't remember right offhand.
Sure. That's pretty good. That's impressive.
But he is now a head coach in college.
Okay.
So
okay.
I mean,
cool. Yeah.
And he probably could.
Marcos.
You went to North, right?
Yeah.
So was Peterman over there? Little bald-headed white guy.
Oh, that helps, right?
I really don't remember.
Well, I know he taught in the Turner School District, but he coached wrestling over at North.
I wouldn't have known. I didn't really associate with the wrestling guy, so.
Yeah, see, you should have.
Were they jerks?
No, I just never did.
Okay.
Did they ever try to recruit you, son?
No.
Because of your size and.
I mean, I have really strong legs, so I could have been a really great wrestler, but I just never really. I'm not that competitive. Like I'm not that into that kind of physical.
You don't have
sport.
anger issues.
Not really. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of aggressiveness.
Well, here's the thing. It's like I tell the kids. I'm like, in middle school now, it benefits the boys because they separate the seasons out. They're short seasons. They're like a month long, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But like the boys can now wrestle and basketball both. Which, like in middle school, we could also, but the season was a little bit longer because you could wrestle and then turn around and do basketball.
Yeah.
Because they were 2 different seasons.
Yeah.
Like, so the season during wrestling, middle school is middle school boys wrestling and middle school girls basketball. And then it goes to middle school boys basketballs by itself.
Man, I can never figure that shit out. I don't know how it all fall, spring, whatever.
Yeah. So like our middle school boys basketball will start their games when we get back, and the girls basically ran the end of October and the month of November.
Okay,
and then they're done now.
So they're trying to spread it out so that not only can some players or some students play multiple sports. The parents don't have to pick if they got multiple kids.
Well, see, but then when you get into high school, all 3 of them are at the same time. So then when you get into high school, you got to choose which one you're going to.
Right, right. That's the way it was high school.
In wrestling, if you're not in a wrestling area, then because I mean, as much as I hate saying it, I mean it's basketball.
Right.
Everybody's got everybody get a basketball. Everybody can get a hoop and find a hoop somewhere and play basketball. Wrestling's a little bit different.
Right. Not everybody has mats and
not
or
everybody
the
has
Von Erichs. They're not wrestling family or
just like what you said. Not everybody has the mentality for it.
Sure. I'll tell you, some of the nicest guys I know are wrestlers. I mean, and champions. So
some of the nicest guys I know too, but they're also the biggest dicks.
Well, no. some are, but
Yeah.
there's some that are just.
You wrestled in high school?
Sorry,
No.
beep that one out. Beep.
Yeah, we can beep that out. That was a buzzer.
Yeah. No,
Anyway.
it was basketball. That was it. High school for me.
So our freshman year, I wrestled and did basketball both. Did you ever see me at a basketball practice?
No.
I wasn't there.
I was like, when the hell does he get to play and he don't even show up to practice? Son of a bitch.
Because when you're 6'4" and can sit here and do this, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Because it would be Mario passes to me, I pass it back to Mario, Mario shoots.
And they'll get my rebound and put it back in.
15 block shots a game.
And that's all it was.
Sure. Sure. That's good.
So, but original question.
Yeah.
Memories. I think the biggest memory I had, football wise, playing Bishop Ward at Ward our senior year. Week 3.
Damn, he's to the T.
In week 3, second quarter, and I get both my knees plowed.
How? By who? Two different players, same time?
One guy took one leg, one guy took another leg.
Oh, that's a dirty pool.
The kneecaps popped out. Of course, you guys know Dad. He comes down on the field and goes, "What's wrong?" And then at that time, our team doctor was
the custodian.
No, Sharp Elmer.
Oh, okay. He's a chiropractor, right?
Yeah. Okay. Team doctor, team chiropractor. Yeah.
Did he put the knees back together?
So Dad looks at him and goes, "Tape him up." Taped him up. Went back in, played the game. We had film the next morning that I didn't go to because I went to the hospital, and then they did surgery
on both.
So he shows up to school in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
both legs just like this, just like, oh shit, boom, here goes Dale,
wheeling straight on out.
Wow. What you got, nephew?
So is that the start?
Dale, if you're down there feeding the ball to Mario in all these games, off of your memory, what's the most points you ever had in a game?
What's the most points?
Yeah.
Just make up a number, Dale.
We want a real number.
Make up a number.
8?
Because I don't even remember.
What was he putting up week to week?
Wasn't.
I was
dishing, dude.
So
I was dishing.
I would honestly say it's probably somewhere 10 to 12.
Thank you, Dale. I appreciate it.
Because well, now that's 10 to 12 points. I'm not talking 10 to 12 shots.
Oh, I thought
it may be like 40 shots.
There you go. That's the truth. That's the truth we're looking for.
But
you know what? Here, I could turn my nephew's mic down. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I probably put up 6.
But how many block shots?
Well,
I get the impression you were tapping some back.
Well, I tap a few, but
mine was like Luke Longley down
right,
there. Mine was basically getting it back out to.
You had Anthony out there. We had Winston out there. We had Benny. Our freshman year, we had a solid team, dude. And then it was a sophomore year that all these guys ended up going. Imagine if our freshman year we had Dirks and Copes playing.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Man. But those guys played varsity.
And then Benny didn't even play freshman. He played JV and varsity.
Right. And so did Winston. Winston played a little freshman. And I think him and Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
Not the Russell Simmons.
Hence the reason why they pulled me out, and all I did was show up to play.
Right.
I never went to a practice.
It's funny you say that because
I was in the wrestling room, and then I don't even remember if it was Martin or Graham. Mm-hmm. One of them's like, be at the locker room, but this time. And I'm like, okay. So I'm
for your uniform or
to get suited up.
And I'm like, what's up? And they're like, here. I'm like, what the hell's this?
Leave your wrestling shoes on, but you're still going to be on the basketball court.
I mean,
So
that was the only year that I did it, because then after that I was like, nah, I'm staying on the mat. I ain't. Yeah, this running up and down the court thing ain't working out.
So I got a question about your knees. Did you have knee problems before you got hurt, or was that the beginning of your knee
little
issues?
Bit, I think.
I thought you said his niece.
No, it's
little bit of a not. Basically, what they came to is that I grew too quickly, so the joint in the knee didn't form correctly. So my patella, the kneecap was bigger than the hole that it fits in.
Oh wow!
So that's why.
I'm definitely gonna have to find that picture. You're in the yearbook with your legs.
Oh yeah. It was me and Bruce Wood sitting right there, because Bruce has got a single brace on because he twisted his knee or some shit, and I'm like, dude, I got like a cut from here to here on my shit.
So how'd you go to the restroom?
Huh?
How'd you go to the restroom?
Very carefully.
Was it lift up, sit down every time?
No.
You want him to show you?
1 and 2? You got photos?
No,
While you're drinking your coffee?
It was like move to the edge and just go.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like if you were able to stand, you'd be like Mr. Kitchen. Remember him?
Oh yeah.
Remember Mr.
Oh,
Kitchen?
do you remember? See that? You're throwing the Wayback Machine. I hope you got a 3-hour time slot for me.
No, we're actually almost at the end of our show, but yeah. Give us that answer, and then I got some
Kitchen?
random
Who's Mr.
questions
Kitchen?
for you.
So Kitchen was a woodshop teacher at Argentine.
Argentine Middle
He
School.
was
Okay.
also the wrestling coach.
Okay.
He also patrolled the hallway because you remember he would sit back. He would sit back
I
in the
remember
hallway,
people talking about him. Okay.
lean his crutches back and sit back and have his hands and lock his legs out and be leaning back. Right? Were you there when Nicky Harmon ran by him and kicked his crutch out from underneath him?
No.
Oh,
On purpose?
Yes, on purpose.
Oh, no.
And we're talking 80s,
Wow.
and apparently it was okay, but he picked that freaking crutch up like a freaking dart and threw it like a dart. And,
Like a javelin, right?
Yeah, and plowed him right in the middle of the back.
Like an elf
Yeah.
with the snowball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this dude needed crutches daily.
Mr.
Yes.
Kitchen. So
He was
Mr.
paralyzed
Kitchen,
from the waist down.
yeah, he's paralyzed. He still had his legs. They were in braces.
Sure.
So, and this guy was solid, right, Dale?
Yes, yes.
I mean, he was just all muscle.
Right, right,
And he had those crutches and his legs, which is kind of
I see.
like Dale's.
right, right.
And
And that's how he can throw it like a dart because he was just so strong.
yeah, and he would just boom. I mean, he looked like what was that?
He looked
The
like Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah, he did. He did run like Forrest Gump. He. There was times that I've seen him. If there was a fight, everybody would say, "Oh, Mr. Kitchen's going to show up." He'd throw his crutches down and just walk down on his.
Wow.
He'd lock him up.
Man.
And just shimmy us away over there and pick you up like this.
There was fights. Hell, I think he even picked Juan Levis up one time. He was fighting like always, fighting, and he'd grab Juan by his neck and hold him up this way, and grab the other kid and just hold them up by their necks.
Wow.
I mean, or arms or whatever, and he'd lift them up off the ground. He was huge. He was a
Really?
big guy. Yeah.
He would have us go out of shop class to go down, and I mean we're in 7th grade,
Right?
and he'd go, "Hey, here's this wire. It's to the brake system to my truck. My brakes are out. I need you to go put this in. We're in 7th grade. Don't know what the hell we're doing, and we're
I'm glad he never asked me.
and we're putting the brake cable because his truck's set up. He's got the steering wheel and he's got like half a bicycle handle with a throttle and a brake, so that he can drive. Right. And
I never knew that.
and has like a regular brake handle like you would
I
have
thought
on
he rode a horse to work.
Wow.
like you would
So
ride
he
on
modified.
a bike.
He modified
Yeah,
it
he modified
to be
it.
all hands because
Yeah.
he couldn't bend his knees or.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Because he was paralyzed. Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
so,
Right.
so
Right.
yeah, so he has us go put this freaking brake cable on that
That's
looks like it's
crazy.
off a 10-speed bike, and we're in 7th grade.
And did you do it?
Yeah, we did it.
Okay,
Apparently it worked, but
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
All right. The Hurt Man, we are down at the end of our show, man. Appreciate you coming in, but I got some just freaking random questions I want to throw at you.
all right.
What 2 things do you consider yourself good at?
Uh-oh.
Or you could just give us one.
Keep it clean.
No, or not.
Well, eating, that's
Eating's one.
Right on.
that's something I'm good
Back
at.
to the McDonald's. Yeah, as my nephew nods his head, yes.
Building things, I'm pretty good at that.
Carpenter.
Oh,
What
yeah?
do you mean?
Carpentry stuff, yeah. Or just like
Around the house stuff.
yeah, around the house stuff, or like
Yeah, I just put in that light today.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
What TV show or series are you currently watching at the moment?
I don't know. I don't watch too much.
Like I
TV.
do, like mine right now is Suits on Netflix. You ever watch Suits?
You know,
No?
I'm not,
Don't start because you'll get hooked and then you'll want to watch it all the time.
like
Nephew,
like,
you ever watch Suits? It's dope in it.
like I end up.
First couple seasons. Yeah.
I'm gonna answer that one. I'm gonna answer that one this way.
Go ahead.
Whatever my wife's watching is
You
what
just
I'm
sit there and
watching.
watch.
You're a good man. Dale.
What's one of your favorite songs of all time?
Oh, that's gotta be "Down with the Sickness."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. You
That's
familiar with
as the kids say, the Bunky song.
Have you ever won a contest?
Yes, I have.
What was it?
Pop shot contest down at Big 12 tournament.
How many
pop
points?
shot?
How many points?
How many did you hit? Or what was it?
142.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
100,
Okay.
142 won a 75-inch big screen TV.
Right.
Did
on.
you really?
Right.
Yeah,
On.
and took the damn thing to work because I needed one at work.
Wow. All right. That's pretty.
Any
good.
others? Any others? Or that's the one you recently remember?
That's the one that, I mean.
The one that
Big
stands
winner.
out.
That's a big winner right
God
there.
knows I ain't won no beauty contest. But
Oh,
You look
Dale,
like Matt Damon. You're good.
you're a handsome man.
How do you like your eggs cooked?
What?
scrambled.
Scrambled. Well, how do you like your eggs cooked?
Over easy
Yeah.
with the yolk.
Yeah, gotta have the yolk.
Yeah,
You ever have
yeah.
it sunny side up?
No.
Sunny side up is when they just do one side.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, one side and splatter a little grease. on the
Yeah,
other
that's
one.
it. Yeah, it's just a little grease. It's,
I think
it's
I
still
need to
kind of
try that.
raw.
Keep it yellow up.
Still salmonella heavy.
Flip it over once, and that's how the youngest one likes it. She likes some Dunkin' eggs. That way, when you
Right.
crack it, it runs everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Get some yolk.
Yeah,
some-
take the
Gotta
bread.
have the yolk.
A
Yeah.
little bit of bread or tortilla. Right. Right.
If you could travel, if you could time travel, where would you go? That can either go back, or if you wanted to go forward, or if you just felt this was a waste of time and you could just go back to your car. And
Dude, I'd go back. I'd go back to our high school years.
here comes that honk again.
Yeah, I mean,
Start off in freshman year.
Uh,
Or would you jump in like junior?
Oh no, yeah. I'd probably go start at freshman year.
Okay.
'Cause
If we go back, I say, where in the hell is Dell at? He should be at basketball practice. He's over there rolling on the mat. Jeez. Take away a spot.
If the coach is okay with it,
Yeah, I guess.
you really can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Anyway, Hurt Man, I appreciate you coming in. I'm glad we were finally
not a problem.
able to make this happen.
I know we've had it in the works for a while.
We have, yeah.
And we're like, well, can you get this? Can you get this?
Yeah.
Start watching episodes up. I'm sitting here counting episodes, going, maybe I want number 33.
Yeah. That taken.
Now let's go to this. Let's do 55 next. So that's my football number. Nope, somebody else is already there. All right.
Let me ask you, why 55?
Huh?
What was it about 55 that you liked wearing it?
It was just a double number.
Oh, okay. Double
Yep, same.
double single number.
Yep,
Yeah,
double
same.
singles.
That's cool.
So
Everybody has their
my
favorite numbers.
Softball number's always been 33. So
Why? McGuire?
Conseco.
Conseco. Close.
Before the bounce off of his head for the home run.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy dope when that happened.
Yeah, it was with Florida though. He wasn't in A's.
He was in Texas.
He was in Texas. That's right. It was a different team, but yeah.
But same thing when
Yeah.
you're going back to the wall and it hits you in the
Yeah,
freaking
that's-
melon
that's-
and then it goes over.
bounces
That's never gonna
and then
die.
It bounces over the wall. He's still
Yeah.
looking for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
where'd it go?
Yeah, that was bad.
Even the fans were like,
That was
"Oh,
bad.
man, it's gone."
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But
that ought
All
to
right.
be a ruling. Like that's like if you catch the ball
yeah.
and you run through the portable fence, it's still an out and not a home run.
True. I believe that. Yes. Yes.
So why is it if it conks you on your melon and then goes over?
Because
does
it's
it count
part of
as
the
a home
play. It's kind of like if he jumped up,
Right.
hits his glove, and it goes over, it's still a home run.
Yeah, it's different.
Because his head didn't catch it.
Right. Right. And yes. The
Maybe if
actual
we would've hit
catch,
him
he
in his
actually caught
face,
it.
it would've
And if
stuck to him.
If that fence was strong enough, he would have stayed in, probably died.
Yeah,
but he would have
jeez.
stayed in with the
He
ball.
could have just did a Bo Jackson and ran up on the fence.
Nobody can do that.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was
He ran. He took like 5 steps.
Superman. Superman. Yes.
And then turned around and played football the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, actually, I was going to bring this up earlier because I mentioned you a double sport athlete. Who is the better sport, Deion Sanders, athlete, Deion Sanders or Bo Jackson? As double sport.
Bo Jackson.
I take him any day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Kim?
Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I take Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm going with prime time.
No.
Prime time. Yes, the guy hit a home run and scored a touchdown in the same day.
Bo could do that twice.
Did he though?
Hey,
No, but he could.
No. Okay,
but
he never did.
But Bo can hit a home run.
Okay.
He can score a touchdown. Then he'll break the bat over his knee at the same time.
And he'll throw you out.
Hey, and he'll throw
from
you out
deep center if he
with
wanted to.
no hop.
Yeah. Who has the rings though?
You just asked who I'd want on my team.
Okay.
That's
well,
who I'd want on my team.
but
That's it.
I just thought of this right now.
What?
Deion Sanders, right?
Deion Sanders
does
what?
he have a ring with the Braves?
Dion?
Yeah,
Mm,
that I don't know.
I don't think so.
Because I know both.
Because they only won it twice in the 90s.
And Dion
And he wasn't with them in the 90s. Or he wasn't with them.
Oh, you know what? He might have got one with the Yankees.
I think maybe with the Yankees. Maybe.
We have to search. We have to do some research.
Oh, well, then we got to bring Michael Jordan into the mix.
Yeah, but
No, we don't.
That's another episode.
He was he a baseball player? He tried. I give it to him.
He did try. He did try.
Hey, we'll end it with that.
I'll take Dion over Jordan.
Yeah. At basketball?
Baseball.
Oh, okay.
Baseball. Yeah.
All right. Again, Hertman, thank you for joining us.
Not a
Thank you,
problem.
Shane. Good seeing you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you
Let's
having
Talk
me.
see you,
about
man.
talk about seeing.
Now we're going to sit
class.
here and talk about AO's coffee off scene.
No, we can do that. We can do
all
that.
day. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Until then, peace out.